Hey HCG family, it's the Buried Bombshell. Have you ever wanted to know just a little bit more about me? No? Oh well, I'm going to tell you anyway. I am answering the 35 questions from the tag. If you're tagged below, please answer them also. If you're not tagged below, please answer them also. Okay, my name is Kia. I am Buried Bombshell on YouTube, and my full first name is Nikia. I do Facebook. I am Kia Hcg Simeons. I am located in Florida, Central Florida. Right now, I am in a little house in the country owned by my husband's military aunt, surrounded by all the rest of his family, and it's about the size, a good size for a family of 3, and there are 6 of us. But this summer, we will be moving to a wonderful house closer to the water. Okay, I am married, obviously, because I have in-laws, and I have 4 little boys. They are 10, 6, 4, and almost 2 in May, my baby. I have no pets. The only pet I really had, I had fish. I had a little feeder goldfish that lived 3 years and grew to be huge. And I had a rabbit that died when my mother and sister did not feed him when I went on a weekend-long speech trip. I won like 2nd place in the state or something though. My hobbies are acting, singing, even though I haven't sung in front of people in like years or something, except for like musical theater. I've done that. I do not collect anything, but you know what? I saved all my Cabbage Patches and their clothes for when I had a daughter one day, and then I didn't have a daughter. My favorite color is red. My favorite relaxing activity is to go somewhere all by myself where it's totally quiet and I can read or just like stay in all day and look a hot mess and not even fill in my eyebrows. I started HCG in June of 2011. Yeah. And so, yep, I'm a less than a year old in this journey, and I reached my 80 pounds lost with HCG. Yay! How does my family feel about HCG? Supportive or not? At first, not, but they know that when I'm determined, I do what I want to do. And it's the same thing that's got me through grad school and has me surviving raising kids. And this was the last area of my life I needed to conquer, and I was determined to try this after doing a lot of research. So now that they've seen how much weight I've lost, they're not only supportive, my sister's gonna try it, my husband's agreed to do 1 round, so it's great. Even if you're not supported, come on here and get support, and your family will fall in line soon enough. Have I read Pounds and Inches? Of course. Way before I would ever inject myself with a hormone. I suggest you do too. Have I read Weight Loss Apocalypse? I have. I plan to read both again, and it's awesome. You should read it. And tune into my next video to see how my first week went also. My favorite vlogger, my favorite HCG vlogger is going to have to be Hubby Dobby, because she prepared me. I spent an entire weekend with her right before I started on my first round, and she's so sweet and loving, and she has a beautiful, sweet daughter, and her life has transformed, not just her weight, and so it's so inspiring. Name vloggers I'd love to hang out with. There are so many. I want to do a video meet and greet with Hebby for sure. Um, and I definitely want to hang out with ToiJustToi, and our sons could play together, I think. I don't know how old your son is, so that might... or he could babysit if he's older. And I would like to hang out with Lynn because she's hilarious. And also Simply Tori is hilarious. So I would hang out with the two of them and I would say nothing and I would just laugh the whole time and I would burn so many calories. And I'm sure there's more, but that's off the top of my head. Vloggers. Old school vloggers. I would love to see do an update. Slim Steve. Where are you? Like, whether things went good, bad, or whatever, we can all learn from it. I was like, you know, drinking the Slim Steve Kool-Aid there. You had me, you're the one that had me, like, doing Hcg first half of the round, over deck second half, and stuff like that. So come on in, check in with us. I use RX Hcg. And I have tried all brands. My favorites, the ones that work the best for me, are Hcg because I have the best losses, and Korean because I have the least amount of hunger. Like, have to force myself to eat. I do injections, as I've said. I chose my type of HCG because I did 1 or 2 months of hardcore research. I weighed a lot, and I will reveal all of those numbers once I reach my wonderland, but I'm not there yet, and revealing that, like, I might never come back or something. I have deep insecurity about my weight, even though it's changed so much, so just is what it is. People tend to ask where you get it from. I get my HCG, I've always gotten it from All Day Chemist, except for 2 instances. My first round I got from this little clinic in Arizona because they would ship faster while I was waiting for my order from All Day Chemist, and the prices were amazing, but they got shut down by the FDA. My last order I ordered was from Reliable RX. They are owned by All Day Chemist. Their prices are not as good at all. And, yeah, they're like Canadian based or something. Okay. My round status as of today is round 5, phase 2, VLCD 8. Okay. Short rounds or long rounds? Girl, let me tell you. I have done, my rounds are usually about, the longest I've done is my first round, 30 days without any interruptions. And yeah, I start to feel like those iron deficiency symptoms after that and stuff like that. So that's when I moved to cycling. So I've done cycling most of the time. Or I've had some sort of interruption, which has allowed me to go longer. So my rounds of HCG vary. Okay. The food or drink that I miss most, oh man, I miss pho, Vietnamese pho soup, and I miss that a lot, even though I wouldn't even know where to get it out here. And I miss that confetti cake that you make with the confetti icing, and they just sell it in Walmart, and you just spend a couple dollars and then you make a cake or cupcakes, and then you eat way too much, and then you get upset because you ate so much, because that's probably why you got fat in the first place, and then you beat yourself up. Yeah, maybe I don't miss it that much. Okay. And my favorite phase is loading, but if I had to choose a phase of the diet besides that, it would be P3, yum. My favorite loading food, I'm gonna choose milkshakes because they do the job. They are so flipping fattening and have so many calories. That's the only time anyone should ever drink a milkshake, period, is when loading. And it's just the best way to get those fat grams in. My favorite new seasoning since HCG is not just my Caribbean staple of Goya adobo. My new favorite is the Bragg's organic sprinkle. If you have not tried it, it is so good. It is so good. Try it. My favorite P2 food is crab. My favorite P3 food is a bacon cheeseburger. It has to be cheddar cheese and avocado and tomatoes, all wrapped in 2 romaine lettuce leaves. Oh my gosh, it's so good. My favorite P2 treat, things like, okay, the things listed have coconut oil in them. I haven't tried that since round 1 because I stalled. So I do plan to try coconut oil again. I bought some spray oil, so I'm gonna give it a little try, but I usually save these for P3, and my favorite is the lemon truffles. So good. I put a little like kosher salt on top. It gives it a little salty edge. Just a tip. For those who have completed P3, suggestions for successful stabilization. The only way to successfully stabilize in P3, well, there are 2 ways. Number 1, Dr. Simeon's. You just eat Atkins style. However, I've had like applesauce, almond flour, so like P2 fruits, and then almond flour and things like that, because of course you can eat nuts. Do not add a drop, an ounce, a lick, a taste of sugar, because that will kill you, or like carbs. Carbs are the devil in P3, period. And unless you are doing like Sonia's plan on the 800, and she lowers the fats. You have very low fat, not even nuts. And then you can have things like bananas and some starches. Okay, so my video cut off and I looked naked in my first one. So the last question was about whether if you visited from P4, what advice you have about that. I haven't done an official P4, but I have, I did do a restart this time, so I got to experience what it's like when you're eating P4. And because it was my first sample of the hunger scale, it was the very first time I was able to eat whatever I felt like eating without gaining. So my suggestion for P4 would be to follow the hunger scale to a T. And that's all. I just want to make sure I finished all the questions. Love you guys. Toodles.